The vertical parabola formula is y equals 1 over 4 times p, x minus h squared plus k. For the horizontal parabola, the equation is x equals this time 1 over 4 times p, y minus k squared plus h. Notice k and h are swapped. And P stands for the distance from the vertex to the focus and the vertex to the directrix. Okay, so let's do an example where we are given the graph and we need to figure out the equation. So guys, what do you see in my picture? What two things did they give us? What information did they give us? Yep, they gave us the vertex. Can you tell me what the vertex is? Exactly. My vertex is right here. This is my vertex. And the location of the vertex, I'll put V for vertex, is 0, -2. What else did they give us? The directrix. This is the directrix. And how far away is the directrix from the vertex? Yep, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. That means your p-value is 4. We now have everything we need to write our equation. It's opening to the left, so what does this mean? It's horizontal, so I'm going to need an x equals, what else? Since it's going to the left, it's negative. Then 1 over 4 times our p-value. I'll put it in red. Our p-value is 4. Then we're going to do y minus, okay, this is my k value. This is my h value. K will go inside of here with y. What will I put since it's a -2? A +2. There we go. And 0, we don't really have to write +0. So I'll just erase that. So that's our equation. Let's simplify it a little bit. This will be x equals -1 over 16 y plus 2 squared. That's our equation. So we were able to create the equation given the graph. Okay, let's try another method. This is when I'm given the vertex and the focus. So guys, I'm just going to sketch this on the side of my paper. My vertex is at -2, +3. That is right here. This is my vertex. My focus is at 3, 3. So 1, 2, 3, up 3. This one is my focus. This one is my vertex. So given those two pieces of information, which way should I graph it? Left, right, up, or down? Right. Why did you guys choose this way? Exactly. Your focus is always inside. Okay, so we have to draw it so that it's inside. Okay, so I know what my vertex is. I just need to know what my p-value is. Then I can write my equation. So guys, how far is my vertex from the focus? How far is it? Yep, it's 5 spaces away. We can count right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 spaces away. From here to here is 5 spaces. So my p-value is 5. So let's go ahead and write my equation. Since it's horizontal, it'll be x equals 1 over 4 times your p-value, which is 5. Your vertex is y minus, this is h and this is k. So k will go in here with y. So this is your equation. We were given the vertex and the focus. Now let's see what would happen if I'm given the vertex and the directrix. Guys, try to do this on your own paper somewhere. Either on scratch paper in your notebook. Try to do this one. Okay, so if we graph this, we're going to do a sketch. Your vertex is at 0, -2. That's right here. And your directrix is at the y-axis, on the y-axis at -7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where your directrix is. Okay, so should I draw my graph left, right, up, or down? given those two pieces of information? Up, because you cannot cross the directrix, so it should be facing up. Okay, so how far is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's your p-value is 5. So this is y equals 1 over 4 times your p-value, x, and our vertex is 0 and -2. So the 0 goes right here, and the 2 goes out here. This is h and k. Okay, so let's simplify this. This becomes 1 over 20, because 4 times 5 is 20. You can just write this as x squared, because you don't need this 0, minus 2. That's your equation. Next. Now I'm given the focus and the directrix. I'm going to have you guys take a moment to figure this one out. So do it on your own paper. So our focus is at 1, 4. So right here is our focus. Your directrix is at y equals -8. So on the y-axis at -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is where your directrix is. Where should your focus be? Don't give me an exact point. Just explain where it should be. Sorry. The focus is inside the parabola. What about the vertex? In the middle, yes. Sorry if I accidentally said the focus. Your vertex should be right in the middle between the focus and the directrix. It should be right in the middle. So let's count how many spaces there are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 spaces. That means how much should I go up from here to be halfway? 6. I'm going to go up 6. That would be halfway. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means my vertex needs to be right here. Because then from here to here is 6, and from here to here is 6. So I know my p-value is 6. This is my vertex. It's going to face up so that the focus is inside. And the location of my vertex is at 1, -2. It's at 1, -2. That's the vertex. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph my equation, or write my equation. It'll be y equals 1 over 4 times your p-value is 6. Your vertex, this is h, and this is k. So this will be x minus 1 minus 2. Remember, when you put a number inside of the parentheses, it'll look different. Here it looks like a positive 1, but inside the parentheses, it looks like a -1. Okay, let's simplify this real quick. This will be y equals 1 over 24, x minus 1 squared minus 2. So let's try this one that has a fraction in it. You might think that's a little bit harder than the other ones. So I'm still going to graph it. The vertex is at -2, 4. So -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. The focus is at -2.5. That's right here, between 0 and 1. Okay? This is your focus, and this is your vertex. So that means I'm going to have to draw it down so that your focus is inside of the parabola. Okay, so I know what the vertex is. I just need to know what the p-value is so that I can do my equation. It'll be negative since it's facing down. So let's figure out what goes in for p. Because I already have my vertex. My vertex will be x plus 2 squared plus 4. So I have my equation. I'm just missing the p-value. Okay, so let's figure that out. The distance between here, this is at 4, and the distance between this point, which is at 1/2, what should you do to find the difference? Subtract it. So we have to do 4 minus 1/2. If it helps you to do 4 minus 0.5, by all means, do whichever you think is easiest. I know that 4 minus a half is just 3 halves. Or you can write this as 7/2. Multiply and then add. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So 7/2. So you can write it like this, or you can write it as 3.5. Okay, so that's what's going to go inside of here. You can put 7/2, or if you prefer decimals and that makes more sense to you, you can put 3.5. Okay, so if you put this into your calculator, you are going to get, let's see, 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. Divided by 2 is what? 14. So I'm going to get 1/14. It's negative. X plus 2 squared plus 4. This is your equation. Don't forget the y equals. And of course, if you type this into your calculator, 4 times 3.5, you will get 14. So if you're more comfortable with decimals, go ahead and do a decimal. The process is still the same.